So, a reminder before the lesson begins, make sure you're taking notes and you're listening and watching for the keyword or phrase. Let's get to it. So, today's lesson is lesson 4.2 in System of Inequalities. We're continuing practicing graphing linear inequalities, but now we're relating it to real life situations. So, here we're going to be getting word problems that are going to describe and help us create an inequality in order to graph to figure out the possible solutions for the situation that they give us. So solving for inequality word problems are very similar to solving for equation word problems. You need to find your variables. Basically, that's what you're going to be solving for. And here we write usually a let statement, and sometimes they actually give us the variables. Your y-intercept is going to be your constant in the word problem that they're going to be providing you. Depending on the context, it could be an initial fee, it could be a starting point, it could be just a total goal that they need to reach monetarily. It could be any constant, and you have to just read very carefully. So again, starting point and initial fee. Your rate of change is always going to relate to your slope, and that's going to be your constant change over time that you're going to notice. And then you have the last part of your inequality statement, the symbol. What is the word problem giving you that's going to help you set up with that inequality symbol? And remember, we have greater than, equal to, and then we have less than and less than or equal to. So with your greater than and equal to, keywords such as at least, because you're trying to say X is going to be greater than a value, right? You want it to be larger, so it could be the lowest point is this with your equal sign, or it could just be the lowest point or higher than that. At least, and then also you have minimum, and then also no less than. Then for your less than and less than and equal to, at most, or the maximum. You cannot go higher than that total. So X has to be less than or equal to a value, or X can't go over this value and can't be that value. So it'd be no more than is another key phrase. All right, so let's try with the first example. They're giving us a situation with tickets to a dance. They actually tell us that tickets are going to be $3 in advance and $5 at the door. So they're actually giving us a total amount of money. So I'm assuming that's going to have to do with something. And then they're going to be giving us at least $50 in admissions. And then they're also giving us the variables for each one. So we have X is advance tickets. And Y is the number of tickets sold at the door. So they are going to correspond with the cost. So here we have 3x plus 5y, and you want to have at least $50. So we have $50. You want to have more than that or equal to. So we have our greater than, because the total number of sales of the tickets has to be larger than the $50 goal that we're setting up. So in order to graph, we have to isolate our y variable. We're going to subtract both sides by 3x. 5y is greater than or equal to negative 3x plus 50. and then divide both sides by 5. So we have y is greater than or equal to negative 3/5 x plus 10. And here we can actually graph our inequality. So we're going down 3/5. I know it's going to be a solid line because of that greater than or equal to. Connecting our points. Now we have to figure out which way to shade. So it is greater than, so my values are going to be higher or above my line, but I'm going to check. So let's do 5, 8. So this is 5, 8. Let's see. I'm going to put it back in the original. So we have 3 times 5, that's 5 times 8. Is going to be greater than or equal to 50. 15 plus 40. We have 55 is greater than or equal to, whoops, is greater than or equal to 50. And that is true. So this way we know we're going to shade in this direction, that this is going to be our solution set. All possible values here are the number of total tickets to get you at least $50. So if I sold, again, X is going to be my advance tickets. So this 0.5, 8 represents 5 tickets sold in advance and then 8 tickets sold at the door will get me $55, which is hitting my goal of 50 or above. So that's what your solution would represent, that point. 5 tickets were sold in advance and 8 tickets were sold at the door. Okay, so if you have any questions, let me know. Definitely ask me, and make sure you complete all your assignments, and don't forget to check for the keyword. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.